start by having a seat on your chair. So we start by bringing our feet down to the floor. Our toes should be pointing straight ahead, and just see if you can bring your knees in line with your hips. I do have my bottle of water, so at any time during class, if you want to drink some water, feel free to drink water. I have some small high-end weights. We'll do a little bit of weight training in the middle. Shoulders, up, back, and down. But weights are always optional. You can do the moves without having weights in your hands as well. We're using this to open up the front of our shoulders. So let your shoulders, they come up, back, and down. Now from here, let's take a big inhale. So inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, blow it all out. Here, let's reach both our arms up and then bring your right arm down. Left arm reaches up and over for a side stretch. Press down through your left glute. Reach both your arms up. Here's right arm comes up, left arm comes down. Side stretch, up and over. Here comes the reach up and side stretch one more time. Nice length through the side of your body. Switching sides, reach, extend. Bring both your hands down to your lap. Seated cow-cat is an inhale, lift of your chest, your collarbone. Here comes the round through your spine. Take a lift, open of your chest, your collarbone. And now you round. Pull your belly in, round through your spine. Let your shoulders relax. Here's your inhale. Here's your exhale. Meet sitting up tall. Take a twist to the right. Take both your hands off to the right. Add your gentle twist off to the right. Now bring yourself off to the left. One more time, we take our twist to the right, sit tall. Take your twist to the left. Bring yourself to center. It's a shoulder shrug. You pull your shoulders to your ears. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Let your arms relax down. Shrug, squeeze, release one more time. It's a shrug. It's your squeeze. It's your release. Arms stay by your side. Take a look over your right shoulder. Now look over your left shoulder. Little mobility for your neck as you look off to the right, off to the left. One more time, look to the right, look to the left. Open your arms up. It's your chest stretch open. Exhale, round, hug a big ball. We lift, open your chest. Exhale, round between your shoulder blades. Two more times, it's a lift, open. It's a round release. Let's take one more here. Lift and open. Exhale, round release here. Bring your arms down by your side. We're making a little 90 degrees with our elbows. Lift your arms to the side and bring them down. We lift, we lower. There's your lift and lower. Two more here. We keep our elbows into our side, and now you're going to open and bring them in. So it's a little more external rotation for your shoulders as you open and close. Take it one more time. So you want to feel the opening right here. Maybe it's a small move, maybe it's a large move. Goalpost arms, you lift, take it up. Let's take our fingertips towards the ceiling. Now take your palms towards the floor. Take your palms towards the ceiling. Palms are to the floor. Palms are fingertips up, down, and up. Let's take two more. Now this time, keep your fingertips up towards the ceiling. We're squeezing our forearms together. So you open here. Squeeze your forearms together. Open. Here's the squeeze and the open. One more time. Keep them open. Reach your fingertips out to the side. Little arm circles in one direction. Now take your arm circles in the opposite direction. Let your arms come down by your side. Shake out your shoulders. Bring your arms to the front right here and a twist to the right. Center. Take a twist to the left. Here's your twist, center, twist. One more time each side. And now we keep ourselves in the center. Arms are coming down. We're going to lift our toes. We lift our heels. Lift your toes. Lift your heels. Toes come up. Heels come up. Toes. Heels. Two more. Lift. Lift. One more time. Let the bottoms of your feet stay down on the floor. Lift your right knee up. Give yourself a little hug. Squeeze. Set the right leg down. Here's the left side. Knee comes up. Squeeze. Switch. Here comes the right side. Bring it in. If you want to add more clasp in front, add a little more squeeze. Left leg comes up. Add a little more squeeze. Right leg comes up. We're going to stay up. Check. Did you sit a little taller, top of the head to the ceiling? Little ankle circles. Keep them gentle. And now take it in the opposite direction. We set the right leg down. Here comes the left. The knee comes up. Sit a little taller. That increases the stretch. Little ankle circles. And be nice. Gentle circles one direction. Gentle circles in the opposite direction. Set the leg down. We're doing our hip openers. We open the right leg to the side. Bring the leg in. Open the left leg. Now try to keep this soft and quiet. So we lift up, soft touch down, and back to center. It's your lift and back to center. So soft, quiet as you lift and take it over. As you do this, check to see if you kept sitting up tall. So it's as if there's a string at the top of your head, pulling your head towards the ceiling so you stay tall and long through your torso. Now this time, keep your right leg open and keep your left leg open. So we want to take a nice circle with our upper body. So hands can come inside your thighs. Start with a little lean forward hinge and then add the circle with your upper body. And keep that length that you had with the string pulling from the top of your head so you stay long even as you make the circles with your upper body. Now switch other direction. Take it around. One more time, meet with your lean forward, hands inside your thighs, reach through the top of your head, take your left elbow to your right shoulder, little twist. Back to center, take your right shoulder to your left. We do this one more time. We twist to the right, center. Now we twist to the left, center. Bring yourself all the way up. So we sit up tall. You bring your legs in. We're going to alternate our heel lifts. Lift one heel and then the other. So here's your alternating heel lifts. If this feels good, I want you to stay right here. Your next option is adding a little march with your legs. So it's a little march. Now think of it either as a march or more of a knee lift as you lift each side up. We're adding some bicep curls to get some movement in our upper and lower body together. But remember, if you prefer to do just the upper body or just the lower body, those are options as well. Here's your front raise. Take your arms up to the front. Now legs can keep doing alternating heels or they can lift. We are making a change, so tap your heel to the front. It's a tap and a tap. Now, as you tap your heels to the front, take your arms to the side. Heels front, arms side. And now push your arms straight up. So we're going to push our arms up. Keep the heel tapped to the front. Bring your arms to the front. It's a push and pull, front and back. So here's your front and back. Push your arms out to the side. So there's your out and in. And now I want you to press your arms back. So it's like a reverse bicep curl. So the focus is now on your tricep versus your bicep. And we'll let your arms relax. Give yourself a little shake. Let your legs relax here. We're going to grab our weights so we can do some strength training exercises. Right here, if you have your water, drink some water so you stay hydrated. So if you choose to use weights, which are completely optional, you don't need to use them, we are going to start with some bicep curls. So keep your feet flat on the floor, sit up really tall. Bicep curl is right here as you lift up and down. So our focus is the front of the upper arm. As you do this movement, keep your elbows in close to your side. Let your shoulders relax. It is just the elbows bending. Take 2 more. Now keep your arms straight. Let your palms face back and you press your arms back. You press them back. So it doesn't need to be really big. You're taking a little press back and a press back. Again, check in. You're relaxed in your neck and your shoulders. You're pressing back the back of the upper shoulders. It's the back of your arms. Those are the muscles I want you to focus on as you press back. Take 1 more. And we're going into a push and pull. So you're bringing your palms in. You can push your arms to the front and then pull them back. I want you to focus pushes through your chest. Pull back, shoulder blades squeeze together. It's a push, it's a pull. Push is for your chest. Pull is for your back. Now, you might want to include a little bit more resistance to make sure you're using the right muscle groups. There's your push and your pull. Here's your push, pull. Let's take this out to the side. So you're going to push out to the side and then bring it in. Take it out to the side, bring it in. Keep sitting tall. So if you started letting yourself collapse, see if you can sit a little taller as you extend out and bring it in. There's your out and in. Now our last move for our upper body is going to be the press up. So press your arms straight up and bring it down. Now you'll see my palms are facing in. This often alleviates some of the strain on your shoulders. But if it doesn't feel good to have your palms in, you can always take your palms out. It feels a little different, so you're going to want to choose the one that feels better for your body. We're taking our last one. We let our arms come down, give them a little bit of a break. We're going to work on our quadriceps. So we're going to lift our right knee, extend the leg out, bring the leg in, set it down, switch, left side. Left knee, press, bend, set it down. We lift, extend, bend, set it down. We lift, extend, bend, bring it down. One more time like this. And now on the next one, we keep the leg out and extend it. It's our little pulses here. The leg might be lower, it might be higher. There's your little pulse and pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set this leg down. Switch to the other side. We lift the left. Extend it out. There's your little pulses. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend, go ahead. Shake out your quadriceps. Give them a little shake out. Bring your arms back by your side. Shoulders back and down. Bicep curls. We curl up and down. Now we're changing this a little bit this time, so bring it halfway up and then hold it here for little pulses. It's a little pulse in the middle. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, squeeze all the way up and just halfway down. You squeeze up, halfway down. Squeeze up, halfway down. Up, halfway. 4, 3, 2, we straighten the arms, let the palms face back and press back. There's the press back. Now check, you sit up tall. This is a great one to focus on pulling your core in. So you're nice and engaged through your core. You press back and press back. So it's not about how far back you go. It's about using the muscles to press. Use some control. There's your 4. Your 3, 2, it is your side laterals. Bend your arms and lift to the side and bring them down. We lift to the side, bring them down. Only go as high as works for your shoulders. So maybe you're stopping a little below shoulder height because that feels better. The highest you would ever go is shoulder height. And also, let your elbows lead. So you want your elbows coming up first. Take one more. Keep your arms bent. They're in by your side, and you open and close. You take in the open and close. So a little external rotation for your shoulders. And it might feel better. Maybe you choose to alternate if that feels better for your shoulders, then taking them together. We have one more, and we press up overhead. Take your press up and bring it down. Take your press up and bring it down. Again, you choose palms in or palms facing the front. That does depend on your shoulders. So choose the one that fits you. Take one more. We bring our arms all the way down. You can set your weights next to your chair. Take a drink of water. We are going to be doing our exercises for our hamstrings, and then we come into standing. So let's take our heels out to the front. I want you to focus on your hamstrings. Resist. Pull your heels towards your chair, and then you extend your feet out. It is your resistance, so I really want you to focus. When I say resist, I'm talking about using your hamstrings. You probably will feel your glutes engage too as you pull your heels towards your chair. Now, if you like to take it a little slower, feel free to take it slower. If you want to go a little quicker, you're more than welcome to, but just make sure you're engaging and you're using your hamstrings and resisting. We're taking our last one, and then we keep our feet down on the floor. We're getting ready for our chair squats. So toes are straight ahead, knees are pointing straight ahead. I do want to say sometimes a little wider stance might feel better when you take a chair squat. You hinge and you press into your feet. You should feel your legs engage. And then you relax, sit up tall. It's a little hinge as you push into the floor. You relax, stand up. We're sitting down yet. Here's the flex, push into the floor. Relax. This time we're standing all the way up. So when you take it, maybe you use your hands, maybe you use your chair, bring yourself all the way up. Let's take some low squats right here. You're going to squat down and bring it up. It's your little squat down. I want you moving through your hips, knees, ankles together. It doesn't need to be large. One more time. And now we stay all the way up tall right here. Bring yourself next to your chair. We're doing our tightrope. So let's start by taking one foot in front of the other. We're going to hold our tightrope. Check out your weight. Make sure it's even. Arms up or down. You can always keep your hand on your chair. Add your twist to the right. Bring yourself to the front. We add our twist to the left. Return to the front. Hold it just a little bit longer. So right here, if you're good, stay here. Little challenge, maybe your hand comes down the chair. Lift your heels. So we're up on our toes, and we check it out and see how it feels to be on your toes. And then gently let your heels come down, shake it out. We have two legs. That means we have to switch, take the opposite leg to the front. So one foot in front of the other. Weight should be on both your feet. Sometimes we like to lean forward or back. Find a really nice focal spot. Add your twist off to the left. Bring yourself to the front. Take your twist to the right. Bring yourself back to the front. Here it comes. Heels come up. So you're lifting up. Remember your chair is there if you want it. It's your lift. Then gently let your heels come down. Undo your legs. Step far enough behind the chair so you can take your step touch side to side. A little lateral movement. And from here, it can be large. It can be small. So you choose what feels okay for you. Where would you want to challenge yourself as you step? Is it a big step? Is it a small step? One more time each side. And we meet behind our chair as we get ready for our heel lifts here. So bring your heels underneath your hips. Hands can be on the chair as you take your first one, lift up. There's your lift up. So you're going to take your heels, lift, little pause, bring it down. Hands can stay on the chair. Otherwise, maybe you challenge yourself. You lift your arms up as you lift your heels. And you bring yourself back down. Here it comes. Heel, lift, reach. And you bring yourself down. Let's take one more right here. It's a lift up and bring it down. Give yourself a little shake right here. Take yourself off to the side of your chair. We're going to work on doing some lunges here so you can keep your chair nearby. Keep the right foot to the front. Take the left foot back. It's not a deep one. You're going to let your back knee bend. That's a baby lunge. Bring yourself up and switch. So now take your right foot back, bend. I want you to keep your chest up, push and lift. So when you step back, bend the back knee and then your front knee will follow. You want to make sure your step back is far enough that your knee can stay behind your toes. If you're feeling strain in the front knee, the back leg probably needs to step a little bit further back. So there is your step back and your lunge down. Bring it up. Here is your step back. Bend the back knee, front knee follows. So it is a lot of movement for your hips. If your hips tend to be tight, you might feel it a lot in your back leg, more so than what you feel in your front leg. Here's your last one. Stay tall, both feet are down on the floor. Add a little hip circle. So you're taking it around in one direction. We are going to take it around in the opposite direction. We're working on some side leg lifts here, so make sure you have enough space either behind or next to your chair. We're going to alternate. Lift the right leg up, little pause at the top. We bring it down. Here's a side leg lift. Lift, pause, bring it down. I took my hands to my hips, but if you want to keep your hands on your chair, please feel free to do that. So we alternate side to side. Now on the next one, when you lift your right leg, keep the right leg up. Chair is here if you want it. And let's see if we can lift our arms. So hand can be on the chair. And you're going to reach up a little bit further. And I want you to think tall. There is that string pulling the top of your head to the ceiling. Let your arms come down. Let your leg come down. Here's the other side. Here, hands can be on the chair. Lift the leg. Challenge as both arms reach. They reach a little higher. You're getting pulled up towards the ceiling so you get a little taller. And you release your arms and legs. You take a nice little circle through your hips in one direction. And now we take the circle around in the opposite direction. Let's meet behind our chair to take a nice stretch for the back of our legs. Hands can stay on the chair. Walk your feet far enough back so you can push your hips into your back wall and get really long through your hips. This stretch is for the back of your legs. You might feel it all the way from your hamstrings all the way down to your calves. If your arms are tight, you might feel this in your shoulders. Bring yourself all the way up here. So we're going to bring ourselves closer to our chair. We are taking our plie movement, so you're taking your feet out a little wider. Your toes are going to point out diagonal. Chair is here if you want it. Here comes that slide down and slide up. So as you slide, think zip through your core so you're staying engaged in the center. Your knees open up to the outside. It is your slide down, your slide up. It is your slide down, slide up. This time, let's stay down. So here's a little bit more strength. You're gonna hold it low. Let's lift our right heel. Check it out, see how it feels to lift your right heel. Hands can be on the chair, but maybe you take them away. Set your right heel down. Lift your left heel. So you might feel a lot happening in your inner thighs, your core is staying engaged, your chest is lifting. Set your left heel down. Now option, both heels go up and you hold it here. So maybe you're working on balance, so you're gently taking your hands away from your chair. If you're working more on strength, maybe you sink your hips a little deeper. Set your feet down. Stand all the way up. Keep your feet wide, but let your toes point straight ahead. Big stretch for the back side of your body right here. Let your hips press back and get a nice big stretch for the back side. We bring ourselves all the way up. You can bring your feet in. We're going to stretch out our calf muscles. So take your right foot towards the back of your chair. Take the left foot and press the heel towards the floor. That doesn't mean the heel has to touch the floor, but that's where you're pressing to get some nice long length down the back of your leg. Bring yourself up. We switch sides, so now your right leg is coming out and behind. There comes the stretch for your lower leg. Take a little peek. Your heel should be behind your toes. Bring yourself all the way up. We're going to step off to the side of our chair. We'll take it off to whichever side you like. We're going to do our hamstring stretch while we're standing versus in our chair today. So take your left foot out with your heels up and just let your hips come back slightly. So you're going to feel a couple of things here. You might feel your right leg working as you hold your body weight. You're gonna pull up your left toes, so you might feel the stretch in the lower leg as well as the upper leg. We start bringing ourselves all the way up. We switch to the other side. So you're gonna keep your left foot down. Right foot goes out to the front. We pull the toes. Here comes this shift back through your hips. So it's a little combination here. We're strengthening our left leg as we hold ourselves with the weight on our left. You're pulling your right toes up so you get a nice stretch in the back of your hamstring. Now, if you don't feel a stretch in the back of your leg, there is a chance that you let your hips rotate off. So you want to let your hips slide back. We start bringing ourselves all the way up, and we're going to take a seat on our chair. Once you reach your chair, feel free to take a drink of water. We always want to make sure we drink enough water during the day and stay hydrated. So once we're here, let's bring our right knee up to our chest. Give yourself a big hug. So after doing the standing stretches, some of the side movements, you're going to stretch out a little bit more through your hips right here. So we're switching side to side. First your right leg. Here comes the left leg. Our next stretch is going to be our figure 4. So I'm bringing my right knee into my chest. Now, figure 4 means your ankle comes across. You might choose to cross low, take this stretch for your hip. You might come a little higher. Now, if this doesn't feel okay for you, then you would skip it and make a little change, cross at your ankle. If you really like how it feels, you might bring your foot in closer. You can always add the lean forward. So that changes where you feel the stretch a little bit when you lean forward. Start bringing yourself all the way up. We're going to set the right leg down on the floor. The left knee comes in. It's your hug first. Now from your hug, it is your figure 4. So again, low might be where you want to go. You might come a little higher, add your hinge, maybe a little higher. So find where it works for you. And then give yourself a nice stretch. Maybe you add the lean forward, but maybe it feels better if you keep your chest lifted. Bring yourself all the way up. You're going to uncross this leg. We're going to take both of our feet out in front of us. And you're going to push your feet down to the floor. Use this as a nice stretch through the front of your legs. So you're pressing your toes down. And now we're going to pull our toes up. Press your toes down. Feel the length all the way through the tips of your toes. And then pull your toes up. One more time. You're going to reach your toes. And now let's slide our feet in. Make sure you're far enough on your chair so you don't fall off your chair. We're going to open our arms up to the outside. We're taking our right arm across the front side of our body. So this is the beginning of a shoulder stretch. We're going to bring the arm across. You can hug by your elbow and bring your arm just a little closer to your chest. So it's a shoulder stretch right here. Open the arm to the outside. Here comes the left arm. We're going to slide it across your body. You can reach with your other hand. Add a little tighter hug as you feel the stretch in the back of your shoulder. Open the arm to the outside. Now this right arm is going to slide behind, and it's a shoulder stretch. And you can clasp and sit a little taller. Take this stretch here. Maybe you take your left ear to your left shoulder. Bring the top of your head up. Now take your left arm, slide it behind, and you might stay right here. That may be perfect. Or you can start taking right ear to right shoulder. Bring your head all the way up. Let your arms come by. Take a shoulder roll. Let's bring our fingertips up. So we're going to stretch our fingers all the way up. There's a stretch through your fingers. Now bring all your fingers together, including your thumbs. So fingers together, fingers towards the ceiling. And now you're going to take just your fingertips to the front. And now bring your fingertips up to the ceiling. So you're taking the Move at the big knuckles as you take your fingertips to the front. Check to see that your wrist stays straight. One more time. And now you're going to keep your fingertips up towards the ceiling and make a little claw. So you're going to bend your knuckles and then take them all the way up. So you're going to bend. Again, wrist stays straight. It's just your knuckles bending. And now this time make a fist. So wrap all the way around, bring your thumb to the outside, add a little squeeze. You reach your fingers all the way up. I'm keeping them together today. And then you wrap and the thumb comes around the outside. We're doing this one more time. This time, keep your fingers all the way up. Give yourself a big stretch through your fingers and then add little wrist circles one direction. And add your wrist circles in the opposite direction. Let your arms come down by your side. Take a nice twist off to the right. Let your arms come to the outside as you sit up tall. Bring a twist to the left. Bring yourself back to center. We take our hands behind our head. This is so we sit up tall and you feel the height through the top of your head. Your elbows open up. So here is that big stretch through the front of your chest, elbows wide. You're bringing your elbows to the front. And now you open your elbows to the side. Squeeze your elbows to the front. Open your elbows to the side. Here's your squeeze and your open. One more time, squeeze, open. Let both your fingertips go up towards the ceiling. Bend the left hand behind your head. Add a shoulder tricep stretch right here. Lift both your fingertips up. Here comes, right hand comes behind. You're reaching, adding this stretch. So you might feel it through your tricep, but you might also feel it through your shoulder. Fingertips to reach up. To come down, you're going to flex your wrist, push your palms to the front. Take a big wrist, forearm stretch here. Let your fingertips come down towards the floor. And then if you want to add a little more, you add a little bit more right here. We flip our wrist towards the ceiling and again add a little bit more here. If you choose, we're going to clasp our hands and take wrist circles in one direction and wrist circles around in the opposite direction. Let your arms relax. We're going to lift our right knee up to our chest here. So give yourself the hug one more time. Add a little ankle circle in one direction. Ankle circle in the opposite direction. And now we are going to point and flex our foot. So point your toes down and pull your toes up. Point and pull. One more time. Keep the toes pulling up right here. And now we're going to take the leg over the other leg as we cross. So maybe you straighten your legs if that feels better. You can cross low. You do want to keep squeezing your thighs together no matter where you go. And we are adding a little more twist off to the right. So your hands can come outside your thigh as you add a little more twist. Bring yourself back to center. You can uncross the top leg. Bring the left leg in. Here is that extra hug. Use it for the back of your hip, your thigh. Add your ankle circles. They're gentle as you take it in one direction. Now you add your circles in the opposite direction. Let's point our toes down. And now pull your toes up. You point your toes. You pull your toes up. One more time, it's a point. It's a pull. We're crossing the top leg all the way over. So you should be feeling maybe possibly a stretch down the outside of your leg. Here comes that tall sit as you take your twist. Bring yourself to center. Uncross your legs. Here comes that big shoulder roll up, back, and down. Open your arms to the outside. There's the open. Now, thumbs are up here. Let's flip our thumbs down. Press your arms back just a little bit more. Now, rotate your thumbs back up. Give yourself a big hug. Right arm is on the bottom. Take the hug. Elbows, try to line up the best you can. Let your elbows relax into your chest. Next option is lifting the elbows as long as it's okay for your shoulder. Open your arms. We switch, so now the left arm is on the bottom. Start by letting your elbows relax into your chest. Next option is lifting the elbows. Our arms open up to the outside. Let the arms come down. Here's your big inhale. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, blow it all out. 2 more times. It's a big inhale. Exhale, blow it out. 1 more time. Here is your inhale. Exhale, blow it out. And thank you all very much.